Procreate versus IBIS Paint. We have seen a rise in digital art resources of all kinds these past few years. For this reason, it is a great time to be an artist and learn all about digital art, especially given that graphic tablets are getting cheaper and versatile, and more software are becoming either free or cheap and lightweight, that almost any modern PC or portable device can sustain them and run them comfortably. Two digital art programs that represent this new age of accessibility are Procreate and IBIS Paint, and in today's video we will compare them in hopes of figuring out which is best. Software overview. Let's start off by getting to know both software on a basic level. Procreate. If you know nothing about Procreate, you have either been living under a rock or you have nothing to do with art, like at all. Well, either way, let us introduce you to this awesome software. Procreate is a drawing app, or more technically, a raster graphics editor, so no vectors on Procreate. Vector is basically an infinitely scalable file format. You can either stretch or shrink it and its quality won't change. Procreate doesn't work with that, unfortunately. Procreate is used for drawing, painting, and basic animation. It is also used for lettering and calligraphy. Recently, Procreate made it possible for you to import 3D models and paint over them. Procreate is used for all creative fun projects. Some even use it for digital scrapbooking. Unfortunately, Procreate is only available on iPad and iPhone and isn't planning to move to Android for the moment. It can be purchased one time for $9.99 US. IBIS Paint X is a drawing app developed by IBIS Inc. Just like Procreate, IBIS Paint is a raster graphics editor, so no vectors on it either. IBIS Paint isn't as popular as Procreate, but it is an app that is available for free on both Android and iOS devices, as well as Windows, which easily makes it a great alternative for Procreate for those who don't wish to spend money. Although completely free, the app has ads, and in order to remove them, all you have to do is pay $9.99 USD a single time. There is also an optional subscription to their Prime membership that you can get for $2.99 USD a month or $27.99 USD a year, which will give you extra perks such as getting 20 gigabytes of cloud storage capacity, levels adjustment filter, and Prime fonts. Interface. Procreate's interface is pretty simple, but very functional. The main bar of the software is at the top. It has everything you need when it comes to tools. First things first, on the far left, you have the word gallery, which will take you back to the starting screen of the app, where your drawings are. Next to it, we have 4 icons, first of which is a wrench, then a magic wand, a squiggly line, and lastly a cursor. The wrench icon hosts different actions pertaining to the canvas, such as exporting and adding a file. The magic wand hosts all the effects. The squiggly line icon has copying, pasting, filling, and shapes, to name a few of the actions it hosts. The cursor is all about the manipulation of a selected shape. That's for the left side. As for the right side, we have a brush icon for, well, brushes. Next to it is a cute little hand that represents the smudge tool, then the eraser and its options, and next to it is the layers icon, and lastly, the color icon. As we can see, Procreate has a very smart way of categorizing their different tools under different appropriately labeled icons. A mini bar is on the left side. It hosts 2 sliders, which are for changing a brush's size and opacity. Just beneath the sliders, we have undo and redo buttons. The center is for the canvas, of course. IBIS Paint. IBIS is somewhat similar to Procreate in its interface. The interface is in a medium dark gray color with white detailing. First things first, we have 3 sections where the tools are. One on the left, one on the bottom, and a small section on the far top right. Let's start with the heftiest. On the left, we have a toolbar which hosts different tools such as brush tool, eraser, magic wand for selection, text, bucket tool, and so forth. Different tools open different extra panels when selected. This depends on the tool. For instance, the brush tool opens a big bulky panel filled with a list of brushes and their customization options, whereas the magic wand only opens a mini bar at the bottom right. The bar on the bottom is for quick actions such as redo, undo, color changing, and so on and so forth. As for the mini bar on the top right, it also has other quick actions such as the ruler, grids, reference options, and stabilizer. Lastly, we have the canvas in the middle. Tools and workflow. Procreate has a variety of tools. Let's start off with the most popular one, The brushes. Procreate has a great versatility when it comes to the brushes it offers. From those for painting, inking, sketching, to even those for calligraphy. These brushes are also fully customizable. You can also get brushes from other creators and install them on Procreate. Procreate also offers 4 types of grids: a 2D grid, an isometric grid, perspective grid, and a symmetry grid. These grids are all customizable in opacity, thickness, and for some in size as well. Effects such as noise, sharpen, glitch, liquefy, and so on and so forth are also available for use. You have the ability to add a reference and have it be hovering around the canvas, or use that window to have a small preview of your drawing to see how it's coming together. Transformation options in Procreate include uniform, freeform, distorted, or wrap transformation. Selection can be done with a rectangle in a freeform or with an automatic detection system. Layers are available within the app, however they can be limited depending on your device's specification and how much it can withstand. All in all, Procreate is an app equipped to handle all of your 2D drawing needs as well as basic 3D painting and animation. IBIS Paint's interface is a lot clunkier and intuitive than Procreate, but it has an awesome assortment of tools, the most prominent of which is the brushes and their variety. Some of these brushes include, but are not limited to, crayons, dip pens, stamps, felt tip pens, charcoal brushes, oil brushes, and flat brushes. The app also allows you to customize brushes or download ones online. Some brushes on IBIS are for the premium members only, but there is an option to watch an ad and be able to use them for free for a certain number of hours. I don't know about you, but it sounds good to me. From frame dividers, special effects, fonts, filters, screen tones, to stroke stabilization, the app has you covered if you want to start creating manga on it. If you're an environment artist and need a lot of rulers, IBIS has many types such as radial and symmetry rulers. In addition, IBIS has clipping mask features as well. Unlike Procreate, IBIS Paint doesn't have a layers limit. If you're familiar with Medibank Paint and Clip Studio Paint, IBIS Paint is somewhere in between these two. All in all, the app is comparable to Procreate, if not better when it comes to the variety of features pertaining to 2D art. However, it is prone to bugs here and there, as well as being a lot less user-friendly, so do keep this in mind. Learning curve. Procreate is not only very easy to learn and get used to, but it is also very popular and trendy, which means that not only do you have the company's guides, tutorials, and tips, but you also have a big community of artists that are creating tutorials for the software and asking and answering questions here and there about it that will likely tend to your queries. With Procreate, a learning curve isn't even an issue. At first glance, IBIS Paint also seems very easy to use. However, with the software's variety of features, it can be hard to understand how to use all of them intuitively. In comparison to Procreate, IBIS is a lot clunkier in its presentation and a lot less intuitive. Procreate beats IBIS here by a long shot. It is incredibly intuitive, and if you're familiar with using iOS devices, using Procreate will feel like second nature. In addition, it has a much smaller community around it, so you won't find as many resources as you would with Procreate. Final verdict. Here is how we would choose if we were you. Let's say that you just got a graphics tablet and also happen to have an Android or iPad and want to be drawing all the time using a software that has a lot of features that you can toy with and don't mind exploring. But you also don't want to be spending money. We would recommend you get IBIS. It is versatile in platforms and features, and you won't have to spend any money and can even get premium elements by watching an ad. However, let's say you're a professional in the field and want something reliable, portable, and super easy to use and learn on your iOS device. Let's say you don't care that the app isn't on PC because you already have a workflow established there, but you still want something good on your tablet. You also wouldn't mind paying $10 for it. Go with Procreate. And that was that for our video. Did you like it? Did we miss anything? Make sure to let us know what you thought in the comments below. With that said, see you around.